are three different types of domestic violence. The most predominant
Right.
yet is
Yes.
coercive, controlling violence and abuse. Sort of just to say that that's that dominating, seeking to control, coercive
Yeah.
control, and really thinking of relationships in this way, right? That there's
Yeah.
someone who's in charge and everybody else
Hmm.
has to live under this, right? Now,
Yes.
it's really common, Karen, for survivors and children, right, who live under this to fight back. And so we want to make sure that we don't use the same terminology for this violence as this violence. And so that's why we
Yes.
use resistive violence. So when you get a survivor who fights back, or you get a
Yes.
child who fights back, right? Because what we end up
Yes.
seeing is a lot of children who are they end up in the juvenile justice system, right? They're
Yes.
defending, their mother, or they're fighting the mom's new partner, right? Or they're just, trying to defend themselves, right? And so
Yes.
what we really have to understand is that some of that violence back is legal, depending on what your laws are for self-defense. So I always
Yes.
encourage people and think that enough people who do this work don't have enough sort of education or knowledge about what is the legal definition of self-defense, where you work and live. I think it's important for us to know that. So we give good advice to people about it. So yeah, so those are the two most common,
Yeah.
types or perpetration of domestic and family violence.